Welcome to my town hall continuation on women's right to vote. I'm Carolyn Woodruff, CEO of Woodruff Family Law Group, and one of my interests is voting rights. So we're here today to explore Susan B. Anthony and her role in gaining the rights for women to vote with the 19th Amendment. I have a series on the 19th Amendment, so join me for other YouTube videos regarding the 19th Amendment and women's right to vote. So today we're here for Susan B. Anthony, who never saw the 19th Amendment. She died before it was started. But in 1872, she was arrested for voting in the presidential election. Imagine that. So what we're here today is to see the speech and hear the speech that she wrote just after she was indicted for voting in a presidential election as a woman. Let's listen to the words of Susan B. Anthony. Friends and fellow citizens, I stand before you tonight under indictment for the alleged crime of having voted at the last presidential election without having a lawful right to vote. It shall be my work this evening to prove to you that in voting, I not only committed no crime, but instead simply exercised my citizens' rights guaranteed to me and all United States citizens by the national Constitution, beyond the power of any state to deny. The preamble to the federal Constitution says, "We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America." It was we, the people, not we, the white male citizens, nor we, the male citizens, but we, the whole people who formed the Union. And we formed it not to give blessings of liberty, but to secure them, not to the half of ourselves or the half of our posterity, but to the whole people, women as well as men. And it is a downright mockery to talk to women of their enjoyment of the blessings of liberty while they are denied the use of it by the only means of securing them provided by this democratic Republican government, the ballot. For any state to make sex a qualification that must ever result in the disenfranchisement of one entire half of the people is to pass a bill of attainder or an ex post facto law, and is therefore a violation of the supreme law of the land. By it, the blessings of liberty are forever withheld from women and their female posterity. To them, this government has no powers derived from the consent of the governed. To them, this government is not a democracy. It is not a republic. It is an odious aristocracy, a hateful oligarchy of sex, the most hateful aristocracy ever established on the face of the globe. An oligarchy of wealth where the rich govern the poor, an oligarchy of learning where the educated govern the ignorant, and even an oligarchy of race where the Saxon rules the African. Might be endured, but this oligarchy of sex, which makes fathers, brothers, husbands, sons, the oligarch over the mother and the sisters, the wife and the daughters of every household, which ordains all men sovereigns, all women subjects, carries dissension, discord, and rebellion into every home of the nation. Webster, Worcester, and Bouvier all define citizen as a person in the United States entitled to vote and hold office. The only question left to be settled now is, are women persons? And I heartily believe any of our opponents will have the hardihood to say that they are not. Being persons, then, women are citizens, and no state has a right to make any law or to enforce any old law that shall abridge their privileges or immunity. Hence, every discrimination against women in the Constitution and the laws of several states today is null and void, precisely as is every one against Blacks. Susan B. Anthony's words in 1873 when she was under indictment for voting. Today, we as women cannot imagine not being able to vote in a presidential election, but we do not need to take this privilege lightly. It took a long time after 1873 for the 19th Amendment to be passed. I've included information on the history of the 19th Amendment in 3 parts on my blog, Ask Carolyn Woodruff. In addition, I'm holding a series of videos and town halls on the precious right to vote that was obtained by women with the 19th Amendment. We do not need to forget this history. I'll see you next time. Carolyn Woodruff, Woodruff Family Law Group, Greensboro, North Carolina. See you next.